Watching your money with a startling statistic for you. Did you know that most people have to work for 4 months out of the year just to cover their tax burden? Ooh. Congressman Kevin Brady is chairman of the Joint Economic Committee in Congress and the House of Representatives, and he is here. So this came out of a Ways and Means report. And that's a lot of work. That's 1/3 of your life.
Yeah, think back to New Year's Day. And think from then till this week, you work just to pay for the government. Now you start working for your family, your dreams, sort of what you want to do for your life. That just seems like an awfully long time to be working for somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Can anything be done about that? That's painful when we look at that. And how does that compare in years past?
Yeah, this was actually 3 days later than last year. The slow economy, the weakest recovery in 50 years, is one of the reasons for that. But it vary. The taxes the federal government imposes, the state and local governments really have an impact. So how far you work into the 4th month in this case actually can change fairly dramatically over time.
And here in Texas, it's actually earlier. I understand if you're up in New Jersey or Connecticut or something, it's later. Let me ask you where the money goes, though, because obviously we have a lot of things we need to pay for. We have to pay for our military. We have to pay for servicing on the debt, on treasuries that we issue. Where does all the money go, and where can there be reasonable cuts made?
Yeah, almost 2/3 of the budget goes to what we call automatic spending, which is important programs like Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, as well as you noticed, paying the debt, interest on our debt. So that's the bulk of the budget. What we also think of, defense, Homeland Security, roads, air traffic controllers, you know, that's about 1/3 of the government, and that's shrinking. That continues to get smaller. The rest of it continues to get bigger. So the answer is there's waste in all the federal government in a big way. We've made some progress on shrinking the smaller part of the budget. We haven't addressed how we save Social Security and Medicare for the long haul. It's maybe the most important question facing our country. We've got to get past this divided government gridlock into that solution.
Well, while you're here, we also want to talk to you about jobs in Texas, of course. We've got Governor Perry in New York right now trying to talk companies into setting up shop in Texas. That always makes a big difference with employment. How are we looking with employment right now?
Oh, there's no place, frankly, no state better in the country than Texas, maybe no region stronger than ours. We're very fortunate. It took the rest of the country 6 years to get back to break even on jobs lost in the recession. It took us about 2. We were the first in the country. 1 out of every 3 new jobs in this whole recovery has come from Texas. Our growth is twice the rest of the country. We do it. No big secret. You know, lower taxes, balanced regulation, very spirit, it works.
And you know, one of the reasons why Governor Perry first targeted California and now New York is because of the high taxation in those places, right, and the lower taxation here.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. Businesses are looking at the Texas model. Fortunately, because of the Ways and Means Committee, we tend to engage with a number of these executives. They are either very interested in what's happening in Texas, they're looking at investing in Texas, or they're expanding their presence here. It's a model that works, and frankly, the rest of the country could do well following.
Well, we all know everything is bigger and better in Texas, right? And you're just proving it by all these stats that you're throwing out there. Kevin Brady, so nice to talk to you, Congressman. We are blessed to have you here, and thanks for stopping by and taking time out of your busy schedule. We know you got places to be.